Dun, 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 dun. Love and Hip Hop ATL Season 6 Episode 3 Sister Wives. Tonight's episode just blew my mind and just holds true what I already know is the problem with this world, what's wrong with people. I mean, I just couldn't believe it when, he kissed one on one side of the bed, then kissed one on the other side of the bed, and they was doing it even before he was in jail. They was playing these games, and it's something that, what I was just saying last week about, like, chicks be knowing about the side chicks. Well, now, chicks want to be in the same house with the other chick, with the one dude. And when I was watching Hollywood Squares tonight, D. Ray Davis, he's the one hosting the show, and he was on a show, a comedy show with Michael Blackston, and D-Ray had two girlfriends in the house, and they was just so happy-go-lucky with the situation, and I just think that's pretty weird. But let's just start from the top. Rashida and Kirk is talking, and she basically had to put him out because Kirk said, well, stuff did happen at the strip club. Another thing that just scares me, you're thinking that the dudes, your man or somebody, is going to the strip club to just, I guess, really, it is kind of funny that when women don't care if their men go to strip clubs because they giving the strippers money. You know what I'm saying? And the only reason why they give more money is because that's the stripper they like, or they doing more things for them to give, to more money. So when they do all that stuff. So it's like, it's really weird that women be acting like, I don't care if my man go to strip clubs. I don't know what I like or dislike in my relationship. I don't know how I would feel in a marriage or whatever, because at this point it just seems so hard to put all your trust into another human being, knowing that they can go to the strip club and go into the back and be having sex, and they don't use condoms, and they end up getting women pregnant. And come to find out, dudes, they be talking about they want virgins, they want a good girl and stuff, but they having sex with the strippers in the back. They having sex with the thoughts and not thinking about the ramifications of messing with thoughts. It's just all weird. She ended up kicking him out, and he said, I ain't have her meeting no family and all this and that. Yeah, whatever, Kurt. Waka Flocka meets up with the gang, Jock, and some other people, and, basically they all talking about their women problems. And he all talking about he trying to get back home, he haven't seen his daughter, that's not his biological child, but he's been around the child for a long time to consider himself a parent to the child. We got Charlie or something like that. So, he trying to get back in with Tammy or whatever. And he tired of being in the doghouse. So, Tammy and Tommy, they are going to the fashion show together that Arian is having, and that Jessica Dime, that's when she shows up, the third episode of Love and Hip Hop. She's a model for Arian. But Tammy say that Tommy is a good mother, even though she just went to jail and cussed out her mother just last week. But Tammy say that she's a great mom, and she got to know her and she like her. So Carly, she ends up spilling the tea to Tammy and the group of people at the fashion show, and then Tammy was like almost getting ready to be upset, but she ain't let herself get too upset in front of everybody. But she was all like, how do you know the business? Have you talked to Rashida first before you telling a whole group of people her business? She's like, I talked to Rashida, Carly. She said, I talked to Rashida or whatever. She knows already. So Tammy, probably like a little shocked at that point that Rashida hasn't called her. But, Rashida, she's so blown, she don't want to talk to nobody right now. So as Carly is telling everybody the business, Tammy, dismisses herself from the conversation because she don't want to hear it from somebody else. She want to hear it from the source, from her good friend Rashida. Jasmine. Oh, this is the part I was talking about right at the beginning. Jasmine comes on the scene. I wonder how she become a main cast member her first season on Love and Hip Hop. Jessica Dime is not even on the opening credits. She didn't show her face until the third episode. But Jasmine, she been in every episode, and she's looking like she's important a little bit. And people saying that Jasmine is so cute. I'm not too sure. But even Melissa said later on with her flat butt, something up with her booty. I ain't even see it, but Melissa said it, and you know Melissa is looking at some chicks. But anyway, her and Rod, they hug and kiss in the bed, and then Rod, he rolls over on the bed, and it's another chick, another stripper dancer lady, Keena, whatever her name is, and they kind of look a little bit alike, but supposedly they had their three-way relationship before he went to jail, and you know everything was working out, but when he went to jail they separated. You know, they didn't stick it together. They was not just going to have a lesbian relationship while Rod is in jail. They needed some ping with their relationship. They couldn't have the relationship without the ping. And also, come to find out, both of them were having a sexual relationship with Kirk Frost. Kirk is at the strip club having sex with everybody. And I cannot believe that they saying that presently Rashida and Kirk are still together after she watches this and find out that he having relations with all kinds of women at the strip club. And you know he ain't using condoms because it's a possibility, you know, that he's a father of a child from a stripper chick. So I don't know, but I think it's still something wrong with Rod, because Rod is still with both of the women that he was with before he went to jail. And he's the type of dude, he don't even care that his women be having other women, other dudes or whatever. Like, what is the reason for getting out of a relationship if not for cheating, if not for, you know, stepping out, being with all kinds of people? And they saying, you know, it's not cheating if everybody knows about it. But I really just don't understand why everybody wants to be with everybody, and then people be saying that they're in committed relationships. Even if I didn't sound like I made sense to you, it doesn't make sense, these multiple relationships that people be having, and they be acting like their life is gravy. You know what I'm saying? What is the point? They need to change that monogamous word and act like it's no such thing as the word monogamous, because the way people be acting on TV and what they be portraying on TV, and you know they even say that television is like programming people. So stuff like this is on TV. This is programming people to think that situations like this make sense. Stevie, go to him, and he cleaning up his house. The daughter, Savannah, and her friend there, you know, they're not cleaning up, but he still, you know, of course he ain't gonna kick his daughter out, so he doing what he gotta do. And then Mimi shows up to tell him about what's going on with Kirk, and to see if she can get some news about that, and to, you know, mention that Rod is involved. The dude that she was with about 9 years ago, or what did she say she was with him for 9 years? I don't know, I gotta look in my notes, but and then she brings up Jocelyn, saying Jocelyn is gonna ruin his life if he's the father. You know that Bonnie Bella, which is the child's name that was born in January, Jocelyn's baby, she already know the name and everything. Said the name about 2 times, I think, Bonnie Bella. But she's like, if she is the mother of your child, is she all talking about our child, saying that you were a molester and all that? I do not want Jocelyn around my child Eva at all. And then Stevie like, okay, is he gonna, you know, take care of that? And then Mimi was also saying, I've been on my own since 13. What has she done? I thought Jocelyn said that she been stripping and, you know, lying about her age, doing the stuff when she was around that age as well. So what you talking about, Mimi? Jocelyn steps on the scene with Melissa, and they on their way to go take care of them dirty Stevie J draws. Now, just like I said last week, I don't know if the DNA test is really going to be that accurate, just taking draws from some dude. But the doctor, the person that would do the test for Jocelyn, she also let her know, I can't just take some draws, you know, and you putting it in a plastic bag and all that. The test could come back, you know, 0%. It's not going to show, you know, the results that you want to see, because Stevie basically on his own has to show up to go get the DNA test. They got to really take the swab from his mouth, not just from Jocelyn going up in his crib stealing his DNA. And Jocelyn's like, what? I've been watching all of these shows, probably watching 1, 2, 3 ID, and come to find out, you know, what we seen on these shows, ain't but so accurate. And Melissa was like, what? Man, they gotta fix this stuff on TV. Melissa was kind of funny to me this episode. Okay, Waka Flocka goes to Tammy's house with his suitcase. Didn't even call her, haven't even, been begging on the phone, coming up to her house with flowers or something like that to try to get back in. No, he come with his suitcases to the front door. He didn't even leave his clothes in the car when he knocked on the door. He just showing up like it's all right. And then Tammy trying to act like, she don't want him there. In the end, she putting him out saying that she don't want nothing to do with him, and gave him one of her dog pillows or a regular pillow and told him to go ahead and go wherever he want to be at. But it didn't look like, she, wasn't going to try to be back with her husband. Okay. Dime and Tommy, they didn't have that great a relationship. Remember at Stevie's pool party, they not the best of buddies. Was that the pool party? No, that was Jocelyn. I don't know, but at some point Dime and Tommy, they didn't get off on the right foot or whatever. But now they cool. They're friends. And they decided that they want to do a double date because they both got some male, females that they dating. And they feel as though that they should do a double date. And they say that they never did something like that before. But Don mentioned or whatever, talking about the hug that she gave to Carly, because Tommy, even though she said that, he acting like, I just want a hug. That was a tough hug, and Tommy called it a bear hug. And she said she do not want to be cool with Carly, and she will never trust no Carly. And Carly Red even said that she would never, put any trust into Tommy. But Tommy, she purposely trying to make more problems with Carly instead of just keeping distance from Carly, which makes me not like Tommy, because that's kind of whack. Like, why would you purposely look for ways to start drama with somebody? And then Scrap, he was on his way to jail at the time when Carly hung with Scrap, and they probably didn't even go all the way. They probably was just talking for a little while. So Tommy need to get over it. And then we see at the end of the episode, the double date is with daggone Young Jock. Young Jock is chilling with Tommy. Now, in the beginning of the season, only been 3 episodes, he was acting like, well, he didn't say that they was together. But, I thought that he liked Carly Red. Carly Red was on Hollywood Squares tonight, and one of her questions, she was just like, I don't know how Young Jock will feel about that, and he just looked stupid. But it looked like Carly and Jock still talking to this present day. Yeah, and what it says is Mimi hasn't talked to Rod in 9 years. So they was in a relationship a long time ago, and it was after him that Mimi and Stevie J tried to do their little relationship thing. And then Jasmine, when they met up at Melissa's bar, because Rod met up with Mimi because Mimi wanted to find out the deal with the Kirk baby and stuff like that. And, they was kind of arguing back and forth, but, she was just like, she just want to get the information. And he was all like, well, I'm going to go ahead and help you get this information. So he called on the cell phone, and the chicks was outside in the Uber or whatever. Both of the sister wives come in the jank, and they not even wives. See, they not married or anything. He not married to one of them and got the other chick. He just got 2 women, even though they called this episode Sister Wives. But they both walk in, and they all thinking that they all cute and stuff, and they just didn't mind saying, yeah, I was having relations with Kirk. I was having relations with him too. So, and then Melissa was trying to be like, so do y'all feel good about what y'all doing? And then Melissa asked her, well, since you do stuff like that, you telling us now that you wasn't with nobody other than Kirk, nobody else could be the father of the child, since you coming down on a marriage like this. And she was like, don't talk to me like that. And then Melissa had to put both of them chicks out, and they left. But Jasmine was looking like, she can roll with the best of them. At least that's what it looked like. Tammy goes to see Rashida because, she already got the heads up from Carly that she's going through a lot. And Tammy, last year or whatever, she said she was going through the same kind of thing, finding out that Walker was cheating on her while they were married. So, you know, Rashida looking all sad and everything and talking about a baby. He had a baby on me. And then Tammy was like, you gonna get a DNA test? He gotta do something. She ain't say that she leaving him or anything. She worrying about that the new baby, my kids, they gonna have a brother, you know. Instead of saying, I got to get away from Kirk. I don't want to have nothing to do with this chick if it is a baby. My kids is not going to know their sibling. That's not how she was talking, because the situation is fresh. But she ready to add a sibling to her family, which is kind of weird to me. But they were both crying, hugging it out. So Dime's girlfriend, when, you know, this is that double date. This is at the very end of the episode. Dime's new girlfriend or whatever is Fetty Wap's ex-girlfriend. I don't know why everybody says she was so cute, but that's, you know, they making the lunch, dinner, the brunch or whatever that they're going to have with Tommy. Tommy walks in by herself, so Jock didn't even open the door for her, but she walks in alone, and then Dime was like, so where's your date at? And who walks in? Jock, smiling. And that's how the show ends. Love and Hip Hop, ATL, Season 6, Episode 3. Oh my gosh, I watched American Crime. I even watched, I thought it was the first episode last night, but it was actually the second episode, so I had to go on demand and watch the first episode. I will be watching American Crime. I watched the first 2 seasons all the way through, so after watching the second episode, it's a good series. American Crime is an excellent series for people to watch, but it's so sad, you know, the sex trafficking, the having immigrants or less low-income people having to work in fields like slaves and stuff like that, not getting paid properly. It ended up being that, you know, 15 people was in one trailer, and it ended up being like a fire in at the work compound, and the people that hire the immigrants to work or whatever, they not even really sad when they find out that the fire broke out. And the thing is, the people couldn't get out, you know, so it was fire hazards that, you know, they couldn't even get out the daggone place. They didn't care about their workers. Of course, they ain't had no health insurance or anything. But people should check out American Crime. What else? On Hollywood Squares tonight, Michael Blackson and Tiffany Haddish had me laughing like a mug. I like them both. I already said that. Anything else? Nope. Because it's like, you know, I don't want to talk about too many topics. Like, I prefer, like, American Crime, I can go ahead and say a couple of things, you know, that I think is wrong with the world, what's wrong with our environment and stuff like that. But to go ahead and deliver news about what happened on CNN, what happened on the news today or last week and stuff like that, I don't want to go too deep on this YouTube channel. Like, maybe, like I said, I think, like, you know, being more personal, being more I don't even know what the words to use, but to be more direct, I think I would want to be face to face with a person, not on video, you know, where somebody can keep rewinding your words over and over again. In person, you know, the words come out, the words are out. But, you know, in a video, you can always rewind. And you never know who's going to watch your YouTube videos, you know. And I don't want to, you know, have something in a video that 10 years from now I'm mad at myself for putting it on video. So that's how I'm going to treat my YouTube channel. Anything that I say on this YouTube channel, I wouldn't care about it 20 years from now. So yeah. And y'all already know, this is the reason why I even started YouTube, is because I'm mad that I disliked my face due to Bell's palsy. I hated taking pictures for almost 10 years. I hated being on camera, you know, and always had cameras, always had cell phones to take pictures and videos. I never was doing it. I'm just starting it lately. And really, it's probably because of my niece, because I see my niece, well, I got two nieces now, they both are very hip with the iPhones and on their phones 24/7. But really, one of my nieces, she just make videos, she be editing, she be filtering, and I was just like, dang, and I could just press play. I love watching Love and Hip Hop. I see other people make reviews for Love and Hip Hop. I know I can do it, so that's why I'm going to continue to go ahead and do it. I don't even care if nobody watches my videos. Maybe 20 years from now, somebody will check out my YouTube. You never know. So yeah, rambling too much. I need to go ahead and watch the Bates Motel just to see my girl Rihanna. And they said that on the breaks of the Breaks show on VH1 that they were going to show sneak peeks of what's going to be happening on Love and Hip Hop next week, but I don't watch the breaks. I'm probably missing out on a good show, but hey, I can't watch TV all day long. I don't even know of anyone doing any reviews for the breaks, so anything else? Nope. I'll check y'all out next week, so peace out.